Welcome back to the world that you live in TV. This is the After Hours Date Night edition. I'm pretty sure by now everyone knows that in 2023 the dating scene is pretty much screwed. The dating scene is over. People are not getting together like they used to. Now, me, when I first moved to Los Angeles, the dating scene was pretty decent. But there was this thing called internet or online dating. Now, me coming from where I came from, this didn't exist. I think the most thing we had at that time was, Facebook. And at this particular time, you had to be like a college student to be a member of Facebook. Then things changed and everyone had access to it. But before that, it was MySpace. And honestly, MySpace was actually better than Facebook. And I think we had something called, I think it was Black Planet or something. Black People Meet Black Planet or something like that. But when I first moved to Los Angeles, I was still a big fan of cold approaching. If I see a young lady that I like, I would actually walk right up to her, introduce myself, and, and spark up a conversation and go from there.
Hey, sweet thing, can I buy you a fish sandwich?
But online dating was a thing, and I think it was like Plenty of Fish. I don't know. I think at that time, Plenty of Fish was the only thing around at that particular time. Like, this was way before Bumble and Tinder, and I can't remember all of them, but whatever those dating sites is. So the stories that I have a plethora of online dating stories, and everyone knows that in Los Angeles, the dating scene is a joke. So
if Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
So the stories that I have are from a long time ago, around the time when I first moved out here to Los Angeles, around like November '07. Now, the stories that I'm telling you, I was a different guy back then than the man that I am now. Because a lot of the things that I would put up with back then, I would definitely not put up with today. Not even close. So I met this lady on, I think it was, Plenty of Fish. So we started talking, and for some reason she was like real hell bound on getting a hotel room. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not getting a hotel room. I have my own house. I'm not getting a hotel room. But she was real big on, I want to get a hotel room and order room service and get it in the jacuzzi. Right off the rip, I was like, I'm not doing it. So she kind of got an attitude about it. So I'm like, well, fuck off then. I'm not gonna get a hotel room when I have my own place. So once she realized I wasn't going for it, her whole demeanor changed. Now some will probably say, hey man, she trying to set you up. Well, I wasn't really looking at it that way because for one, she didn't know what I drove. She didn't know where I reside. I don't wear jewelry unless it's like a sports watch. I don't advertise or talk about how much money I have and things like that. So, she couldn't have been setting me up for what? As far as she knew, I didn't have anything. All she had to go off was based on how I look and the conversation. So, like a gentleman, I go to her side of town to pick her up. She stayed probably like 30 minutes away.
Are you a beta male? Beta!
So I go pick her up, and the first thing I see is, because I'm very observant, I pay attention to detail. I see like a stain on the bottom of her pants a little bit. So a little white stain. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was makeup. Maybe it was a old leftover stain from some dude she was dealing with. It probably like ejaculated on her pants and she didn't recognize it. I don't know, maybe her dog or something was humping her leg. I don't know. I saw a stain.
Flag on the play. Penalty. 5 yards back.
So she gets in the car. Obviously, she doesn't look like her profile. I can tell she spiced her profile pictures up a little bit.
You know, I saw an episode on 2020. There's actually something called catfishing. and it has nothing to do with fishing.
Bye, Mom.
So once she gets in the car, you know, hello, how you doing, this and that. And what is the first thing she says? She was like, oh, can you take me to the store? I'm like, take you to the store? Nah, the store was right down the street from my house. So I take her to the store. What does she do? She goes in the store, she comes out with a brown paper bag. So as we were driving down the street, making conversation, what does she do? She pulls out, I think it was some Ciroc and a Pepsi. Luckily I had tint on my windows. This crazy bitch.
You raggedy bitch.
How dare you?
I'm only calling her that because that's what she was. I mean, she wasn't a lady, she was a bitch. She takes the Ciroc, start turning it up like that, then chasing after the Pepsi. The first thing that come to my mind was, oh, this is gonna be a long night. And I was like, I know I'm getting some sex. She already getting fucked up.
Very poor choice of words.
I was kidding, for God's sakes. Doesn't anybody have a sense of humor?
So, as we proceed to get closer to my house, because I already had made dinner reservations, but based on the way that she was acting, I was like, I'm gonna have to cancel those reservations. So, me not knowing that, I forgot my ID. So I stop at my house and I tell her, listen, give me a minute, I'm gonna run in the house and get my ID, I'll be right back. What does she say? Do you mind if I use the bathroom? Oh. I'm like, yeah, you can come on in and use the bathroom. Soon as she walks in the house, now at this particular time where I was staying, I had a pretty nice apartment. She walks in, damn near kind of dissing my shit a little bit. My place was real nice.
Be willing to stake your life.
So she comes in, kind of making herself at home, very disrespectful.
Flag on the play. Penalty. 5 yards back.
And at this time I had like this nice rug that if I needed to be clean, I had to take it somewhere to get it cleaned. I couldn't really clean it myself. It had to be professionally cleaned. So she puts her purse on the floor, on the rug. And what happens? The damn alcohol and Pepsi spill out in her purse onto my rug.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. You don't rub it. Put the club soda on there.
Strike two. Then at this time I had like a bowl where you had like the liquid in it and you had like the sticks for like the incense. Like a normal person, you would just take it out and smell. What does she do? She takes it out and smells it over my damn couch. So guess what? That spills on the couch.
Fuck your couch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch.
Strike number 3. So at this time, I'm like, yeah, I'm canceling those reservations because I am not about to go by and have this lady embarrass me in public. Not gonna happen. So she leaves her bag at my house on the counter so it can dry out. So you know what I do? I find this little hole in the wall in Burbank, like a burger joint, right across the street from where I got my old school car, worked on that. So we went in this little hole in the wall. Obviously it didn't bother her, so we go in, sit at the bar, order food. And I noticed that when we finished eating, she took the receipt and put it in her bag. I'm like, this bitch trying to write this meal off of her taxes.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
Soon as we, matter of fact, soon as we get in, what does she do? She orders like 2 shots of alcohol, put like some, I'm not a drinker. She put some salt in her hand, licking it and taking like 2 shots. I'm like, damn, this bitch is a drunk bitch right here. This is not my type of woman.
Drunk? What are you talking about? Julian.
So she was like, well, you know, the only reason I really asked you out is because, you know, I want to go to the club and introduce you to some people and like to get you to do some porn. I'm like, porn?
I beg your pardon?
bitch, I'm not doing no porn. She was like, oh, we can take my car. Your car is nice, but we can take my car. This bitch had like a 98 like Toyota Camry. No diss to people with a Toyota Camry, but if you were trying to compare your Camry to my car, no. Cause I think at that time I had like an Infinity. I think it was like the first year they came out with the Q50. I think that's what it was, a black Infinity Q50. So we getting ready to leave. She stumbles to the bathroom. Like I damn near had to drag this lady out of the restaurant because she didn't want to leave, embarrassing me in this hole in the wall. So she started looking through her other purse and realized she didn't have her keys. So what did she start doing? This raggedy hoe start crying, falling all on the floor. So we get outside in the car. I said, ma'am, I'm pretty sure you probably left your keys at my house in your bag. So we get in the car. What does she do? Lil Wayne, I think Lollipop song comes on the radio. She rolls down the passenger window, stick her right leg out the window, turn up my radio, and do.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
And doing her hand like this. Sticking her hand in her mouth and taking it and rubbing it down her chest like that. Like this bitch slithered all the way down in the seat like a snake. I was like, oh no. You know what? I don't need, in my head I'm thinking, you know what? I don't even want no sex anymore. I am good because my penis is very bougie and it doesn't respond well to BS like that.
So I don't know, Holmes. You making me suspicious. It's making me think a lot.
So when we get back to my house, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go in, run in and get your purse. And she was like, oh, I want to come in. I'm like, nah, you can't come in. I'm good. So she starts to flip out. But then like 2 minutes of her flipping out, it's like she snapped out of it, like into a new person. So I'm taking her home. Somebody calls her on the phone. And what does she do? She started talking like, yeah, I'm with my friend and the only thing, you know, cause I really had love to you and the only thing I want to do is get a hotel room and get hit from the back. What?
What did you say? What the f did she say?
Huh?
Like what? What?
No, could you repeat it? Cause I can't believe my fucking ears.
So as we get closer to her house, she was like, oh, can you take me to the store? I was like, oh yeah, no problem. I can take you to the store because I already knew what I was gonna do. I took her to the store. The minute she walked in the store, guess what I did? Drove off, left her ass at the store.
Hey, Hosea!
Have no idea how she got home.
Let me remind you, babe, how long it took to find you, babe. My heart has a burning flame that desires you every day, and I won't